Hello guys, and welcome back to Joe's Ventures, and today we're going to be doing another episode of our Saurian Devlogs. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, but that's okay. We'll be doing Saurian Devlog 101, and we've got some really cool stuff, including everyone's favorite large carnivore, so we may as well get started into it. So, hey everyone! We've been doing quite a bit of reorganization and planning behind the scenes in the past couple months. We've been doing it with benefits for the game, pipeline, and team itself. One result of this initiative is that we've upgraded to a newer version of Unity, which catalyzed both some invisible changes, like cleaned up code, that's always good, and some visual ones now, like plants blowing in the wind. Now that's awesome. We get a little bit more life going into the game. So during this large behind-the-scenes change, and also our goal of releasing patches more frequently, we're preparing for feature lock on this upcoming patch, which we've intended to do feature lock for by the end of June, at the end of June. So this patch will feature the new dynamic spawn system, in addition to the engine upgrade and refactors, bug fixes, and possibly one more surprise improvement, so that'll be pretty cool. In the meantime, we have a couple exciting updates from Zane, Jake, and Henry about features slated for future patches. Okay, so Zane, we got here today. As I am finalizing the core components that drive the functionality of the UI, I am happy to share footage of some of the elements in action that will drive the new interface. Note, the scenes showcased in the upcoming footage is from a prototype that acts as a testbed for the overall design and feel of the individual components. None of the functionality is hooked up in the game yet, and none of the elements, including the background, are final. So everything you see today is subject to change. So that's just a disclaimer, and then we can have a look at this really cool new. So look at that! Look at that new. Look at that! So you can see that's how it's going to come up in the game. Saurian Early Access with text that's very much more similar to the new little tints and the Triceratops menu with the names, so that's pretty consistent. So that's pretty awesome. And the purpose of this UI, in UX design, is multifold. It attracts attention to important elements, provides feedback to potential interactions, and gives the user enough time to visually absorb all the information that composes a given interface. That's why UI is very important. It's pretty much your way to interact with the game and tell you how to do it and what you want to do. So that's pretty cool. So we can look up here. Let's go back to the beginning here. So we can see that's what we saw before. Saurian continue next game, load game, options, credits, things like that. So you can see the menu. You can see controls, and this is the game language, English, show hints, camera sensitivity, and it comes up a little bit here. So you can see just going through all the different menus and stuff. So this is not final, but it's showing you how it looks. New UI and stuff. Yeah, it is seeing all that change different. Yep, so look. And then save changes, then change, and then done. So that it's done. So that's pretty cool. I think that really does fit the kind of new look for the game that's been going on, and I really like it. It gives it a little bit more of its own unique style and look, so I think that's really cool. Let's open that up. And this is for the menus, you can see here. That's pretty cool. So I believe these are supposed to be menus that are different animals or different modes. That's pretty cool. So this is, you can see this is Dakotaraptor, that's Triceratops. All different types of dinosaur that you can play as at the Mo. So that one's Dakotaraptor. That one's Triceratops. The image there hasn't changed yet, but it gives you a really cool visual representation of what ones you're looking for. So Triceratops is that one. Dakotaraptor is that one. Pachycephalosaurus is going to be that, and then eventually everyone's favorite carnivore, Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I think that's really, really cool. I like that. Very simple visual things. So the core of the UI is written from the ground up to ensure maximum flexibility while also providing important performance benefits. Most of the shapes that compose each UI elements are rendered procedurally. The advantage is twofold. It significantly reduces the memory footprint on individual elements while giving us maximum flexibility over its appearance. All aspects of procedural UI elements can be animated while remaining rendered sharply at any resolution. As a neat side effect, all procedural elements are also near unlimited variations at no additional cost. So no two panels, no two circles, and no lines are the same. So that's pretty cool. So this gives us an update on the UI and how things are changing. So I hope this short update gives you a small taste of what to come. It's still a long ways off, and there are some concepts left in the need to be finalized, including the in-game HUD. But we will keep you updated as soon as we have more to show. So I really like this new UI. I think it really does give off a lot of personality to the game. Also, it just gives you information clearer. So like with the saves, you can just look at it and see a green Triceratops with a Triceratops silhouette. And you'd be like, okay, that is Trike. So you can just quickly go look for it. So it's simple, and it just gives you the information you need quickly as possible. So I really like that. So we got here now. I love this image. I wish I could click it, but it is what it is. So we got from Jake. After long last, I finally got some time to get started on the T-Rex art assets. So we know that's definitely coming around. T-Rex is getting worked on, so that's awesome. So first off, I have the models. I have to model all its growth stages, and I've done them. And I've done the first. So this is the Juvenile Tyrannosaurus. The adult, you can see this one's basically more of Stan, Sue type specimens. This one's more Jane type. And we can see the side to side of the new subadult and the adult. So yeah, subadult and adult, not juvenile. So juvenile would be even smaller than that. So you have adults, subadults, juvenile, and then hatchling. You can see the difference in anatomy because we've gone over the points a couple times of how different they would be throughout their life stages. You can see this different look. They're much lithe and skinnier compared to adult Tyrannosaurus. That's really cool. So, in addition, I've also been familiarizing myself with the workflow for creating ontogenetic morphs and trying to streamline my workflow to increase the speed and ease of which I can do the same for future playables. It's a tricky new skill for me, but I think I'm getting the hang of it pretty fast. Here's an early test of the morphing between the subadult and adult T-Rex working. So let's push that up. Let's pause it. Let's pull it back. So there's the adult here. Skinny, skinny, skinny. You can see. Then morphs into the subadult Tyrannosaurus that's more Jane type. I really like that. See, it's really awesome. This is just a little bit more simply rendered, so you can just get a good idea quickly. It's not necessarily the final product, but you can see how much it morphs into it. I think that's really, really cool. It's really nice to see Tyrannosaurus getting worked on, and we all know that's the next playable, so I bet everyone will be excited for that. So I'm looking forward to showing you more progress in these folks soon, so that'll be awesome to see. And now we've got Henry. So Henry, while a lot of my time has been spent dealing with the new managerial duties, I've still been able to spend some time finishing up my first pass on the new dynamic spawn system, currently planned for the upcoming patch. Here's a quick rundown on what it entails. So at any given time, there is a chance of a dynamic spawn to occur inside a normal spawn, but this changes over time. It will start very close to 0, and then grow over time towards a maximum value, currently about 5%, but subject to change. Once a dynamic spawn is triggered, the possibility of another happening returns to 0 and must recharge again. There are currently 2 types of dynamic spawns, low stress and high stress. So low stress spawns are chosen when you're doing well, you're healthy, and your needs are be taken care of. Currently, all the low stress dynamic spawns take the form of hungry predators at or above your weight class, who have been alerted to your presence as prey. So high stress dynamic spawns, on the other hand, will be selected if you're having a hard time, i.e. you're injured or you're having a hard time meeting your dinosaur's needs. So high spawns, stress spawns, basically just little interesting arrangements of animals who will be unaware of your existence unless you make them. So for example, that might be a pair of fighting Acaraptors or a curious rare group of Bustalemmies vibing out together, so that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. So you can have different things and different random events happen in your world that really add to it. So I'm currently introduce the first version of this to our QA and for internal testing, and are gathering their feedback to fix and refine it, as well as making new types of high stress encounters. Please feel free to let us know if you have any more ideas for interesting combinations and arrangement of animals you might want to see in our world. This is the exactly type of thing I'd love to hear community ideas for, so that's pretty cool. So different things that can happen, so high stress, low stress. So that's pretty cool. Just different little things go and happen on. So groups and interactions. So I think that's really cool idea. So community spotlight that we're gonna have a look to. This is by Sora Zonek Julius in 2021. Look at that wonderful piece. I love that Anzu. Gets I like the tail there. Clearly the male displaying. That's awesome. This one's another Rex one. That looks really nice. You can see the raptor in the background. Dakota Raptor, I believe. Buck Salters in 2021, of course, and a couple screenshots. Someone managed to kill the crocodile. Valistus, that's a nice screenshot. And Lockjaw King has a really nice introspective Triceratops looking out to the world. So, yeah, this was just a quicker video, but it was really nice to see these wonderful animals and some more updates on Saurian. Really excited to see more dynamic spawning, and obviously this guy coming out. We're really excited to play Tyrannosaurus, because Tyrannosaurus is obviously one of the best, well, not necessarily one of the best, but one of the most famous, and I think has some very interesting gameplay to come along with it, so I'm quite excited to see that. So, yeah, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to click that little bell icon to get notified when I upload anything. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like and subscribe, and bye-bye.